So today is still July 24th, 2025, and continuing on with some book recommendations. I have this book. It's called The Answer Is You. It's also by um, Michael Bernard Beckwith. And the reason why I mention him a lot and Agape a lot is because it was the first place that I went to, and shout out to Shirley, who kept telling me about Agape. And so I finally went there in 2004. And what I loved about it at the time was that it was multicultural. You could be any religion. It was like a melting pot of everything in there, and I loved that at the time. Um, and they also had kind of new thought, ancient wisdom type music, but the musical director at the time was a black woman who was also Dr. Beckwith's wife, and she had a lot of soul in the songs that she sang, and it felt a little bit like a black church in the sense that they had a really rocking choir, and they would kind of go to church, but it wasn't like religion. It was like spirituality. And so I really love that. Um, the Dr. Beckwith and his wife are no longer together. And so they have a new music ministry that's not kind of the same. So it doesn't hit like it did at the time. And plus, I'm now in Vegas and they're in LA, so I wasn't able to go to services in person. But I used to go there all the time to do meditation and go to the services. And it was just wonderful because I felt so welcomed after not wanting to embrace the churchy church or the Christian church, because it's like, I don't believe in this shit. I don't read the Bible. Like, I don't like Shakespearean language or anything like that. So I love Agape. I love their teachings. The only thing is that I've kind of evolved past the I don't even know if it's evolved past, but I'm kind of on a different lane in terms of when it comes to black people, black pride, and blackity black everything. And so it doesn't 100% resonate with me because that's where they are is maybe not where I am. Like, I do believe in peace on earth and all those things, but I also believe in really advocating for black folks. So that's where Agape doesn't speak to me as much because Reverend Michael calls it nonsense. And I'm like, no, that's nonsense. So anyway, the other book I want to recommend is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And what I will do is I will try to put all these books into a carousel that I post at some point. I don't know if it'll be today because I have a lot going on, but I will post all these books. A couple other books that I don't have the physical book right at this second is Happy for No Reason. And it's by Marcy Shimoff, I think. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. There's another book called The Art of Extreme Self-Care by Cheryl Richardson. And I'm Not Yelling by Elizabeth Leba. If you want something that's blackety black from a black woman, that's a great book. So I will try to post all these in the carousel so you don't have to remember them. Life Visioning, also by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith, and Spiritual Liberation, also by Dr. Beckwith. Anyway, one of the things that I eventually want to talk about, which hopefully I'll do before the floating sound bath, is my house and how I have created a sacred space for myself as a black woman and didn't realize that I would be having or hosting black women in my house, and how I feel like I've kind of created a cocoon or a sanctuary or a womb for black women and it being safe here. So one day I'll share a little bit more about that. I also want to, I'll save this for the next video. I'm going to move on and I'm going to wrap up here for this video, and then I'll move on to the next video because I want to make sure I have enough time to talk about this. So moving on.